right, man. Heard the Ryan Garcia news and what De La Hoya said. Let's speak on that. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notification. We go live or drop a video. Hit the link tree. It's the first link in the description. So make sure you follow us everywhere on there. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Spotify, the whole nine, all that's there, including more. You can listen to this tomorrow morning on on Spotify, uh, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Radio Public, a lot of them, Apple Podcast, the whole nine. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Appreciate the love, support. But let's get into it. Let everybody know we live. So let's get to it. But yeah, I heard that Oscar setting a deadline, saying that if they don't receive a contract by Monday, the fight is off. If you see, he's saying that he moving on. Now you got to understand that he don't make all the decisions. He doesn't make all the decisions for Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has an advisor, Lupe Valencia, and him and Ryan Garcia mostly are the majority decision makers over Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, I know Oscar De La Hoya is the promoter, but like I said before, a lot of how Ryan been moving is more up to Lupe Valencia and Ryan Garcia, and probably even Ryan Garcia parents before you able to get to Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya. So that's kind of something. That's kind of something to like chew on real quick. So if Ryan want to sit there and wait, Ryan can sit there and wait, you know. But also we're gonna talk about if this dude continue to go that way, does it vindicate Terence Crawford? We are all the real people already know Terence Crawford is vindicated. We know what's up with Errol Spence. We know exactly what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? We all know exactly what the deal is with that, but you know, a lot of people was pointing out, oh, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis can have a deal. That just proves that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford was ducking and all that type of stuff. And then, you know, people got on here saying that the deal was done, and if Ryan can do it, that if Ryan can do it, why can't Terence Crawford and all that? Apparently, the contract was never signed. You know, so according to Oscar De La Hoya, the contract was never signed. So I don't know what type of business that is. And then you got Ryan Garcia going around talking about how, or Tank going around saying, well, my side is done, but Ryan Garcia's side is not done. Don't that sound familiar? Don't that sound like something you heard from Errol Spence? I mean, from Terence Errol Spence, yeah. Talking about my side of the contract is done. PBC, you know what I'm saying? PBC, it seemed to be notoriously, getting half contracts done and not getting the other half from the other party. Ain't that crazy? It seemed like that's what they notorious for right now. And then still they the aerosexuals and the PBC fans still won't call a spade a spade. They still won't say, you know what, this some fishy business. They ain't doing good business. No, they're going to sit around here and turn it on Ryan Garcia. He said, I have no contract. Deadline for me is Monday, where I'm moving on now. De La Hoya playing a role like, yeah, we go to April 17th, even though it's supposed to be the 15th. Come on. Come on. I told y'all PBC don't want they when my man said in the comment section the other day, he said that Andre Berto said in the interview that all they wanted to do was do in-house fights. And they can't even do that. Sean, what's going on? Flat Out TV, salute. Skate with Calhoun, salute. That's all they want. That's all they want to do. But they can't even accomplish that. Because they ain't even made the best in-house fights on their side of the street. But somewhere, some PBC dude is gonna ignore this, or they're gonna turn and blame it on Ryan Garcia. And you know I ain't the biggest Ryan Garcia fan at all. You know, I'm not the biggest Ryan Garcia fan. You know, I'm not the biggest Ryan Garcia fan. But to me, the stories sound all too similar. How much of advantage? How much of advantage do they need? Come on, this to me, this a fight in which they Tank should blow him out the water. But hold on.
I wanted to fight in October of 2022 to get keep the momentum going. I had just fought in July, and I said I'm gonna fight in October, and they told me they were very adamant. We're not gonna fight you if you take that fight in December. And I was like, wow, okay. I promised fans that I'm gonna do this, and if I can't take a tune-up before that, or not a tune-up, but if I can't keep active, then whatever, I'm gonna just go and fight Tank. All of a sudden, you don't want to fight in December. Then I'm like, all right, let's fight in January. You agreed to that? Then he said, you get the tune-up in January. Then he said, originally it was at a certain weight, and all of a sudden, can't be at that weight. So all these things I've had to do, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to fight again. I'm not going to have something out of the blue happen to me, and I'm going to go straight for Tank. But I truly believe I'll beat him. I'll always beat him.
So you heard him. You heard him. I'll play it again for y'all don't hear it. Play it again.
I wanted to fight in October of 2022 to get keep the momentum going. I had just fought in July, and I said I'm gonna fight in October, and they told me they were very adamant. We're not gonna fight you if you take that fight in December. And I was like, wow, okay. I promised fans that I'm gonna do this, and if I can't take a tune-up before that, or not a tune-up, but if I can't keep active, then whatever, I'm gonna just go and fight Tank. All of a sudden, if you don't want to fight in December, then I'm like, all right, let's fight in January. You agreed to that? Then he said, you get the tune-up in January. Then he said, originally it was at a certain weight, and all of a sudden, can't be at that weight. So all these things I've had to do, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to fight again. I'm not going to have something out of the blue happen to me, and I'm going to go straight for Tank. Because I truly believe I'll beat him. I'll always have him.
So you heard him. He said he had a fight lined up in October, and they told him, nah, if you fight in October, okay, if you fight in October, we ain't fighting you. We not fighting you, period. He said, if you fight in October, we not fighting you. So he said, he got to December. They supposed to fight around with December. They said, nope, can't fight in December. Oh, we're going to move it to whatever. Then he said, he decided not to take a tune-up after they was adamant about Tank need a tune-up. He said he believed he'll, beat Tank Davis. So that's what he waited around for. So, and then apparently there's still no contract. There's still no contract for these two to get it on. There's still no contract. Now, will they get a contract done by Monday? I don't know. But Oscar De La Hoya didn't say they had to agree to it. He didn't. He said, I just need the contract in my hand. So if the contract get in his hand, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some points. He know what to look for. It's going to be some points where he going to need clarification at. Guarantee you. So the contract may not get signed for quite some time. So the contract may not get signed for quite some time. So, but they, you got to remember, people was on internet saying, well, I don't think this fight gonna happen. We got to wait all the way when they said it was done. We had to wait all the way to 2000, all the way from April, from late 2022 for this fight to get done. Remember, people were saying, well, that's a long way. I don't think that we gonna get there. Then you had PBC fanboys and shit. You had people talking about, y'all should just be happy the fight is done. Y'all should be happy the fight is done. Y'all concerned about if we gonna make it to the fight, this, that, and the third. Then they still ain't got a contract done. Tank saying the same thing Errol was saying, is that the fight is done. My side is done. My side is done. Ryan sounding like Terence Crawford, talking about, I ain't get received a contract. So at the end of the day, what's the chances of him getting the contract by Monday? Everything going good in the contracts, and we able to move forward. Don't know. Seem like Ryan Garcia is more hungrier to make this fight than PBC is. Then if you really, boil it down, you really slow it down. If you look at the facts, don't forget, David Benavidez said the same thing. He said Al Heyman asked me if I want to tune up before going into the Caleb Plant fight. He said, no, I don't want no tune up. That's what he said. No, I don't want no tune up. So at the end of the day, it's one thing to believe that it's more believable to say, well, they don't believe Errol Spence can beat Terence Crawford. But it's another thing to believe, or they don't think Tank can beat Ryan Garcia now. I don't know. A lot of people find that hard to believe. So is it that they just want to go in there and do these homegrown in-house fights? And like I said before, that's cool. You don't see the UFC telling y'all we gonna fight somebody from PFL, we gonna fight somebody from Bellator. No, we already know it's one UFC belt. This is what they gonna do. If you're not with the program, they gonna move you aside like Francis Ngannou, and everything is gonna be what it is. That's what we do know about it. We know that's how they coming. We know that's how they coming. There's no false expectations. We know exactly how they coming. We know exactly that's exactly what they believe in, and we know exactly that's how they coming. If that's what PBC want to do, that's fine. Just tell us what it is. But then you have to deliver those fights that we want to see. The Russells, the Santa Cruz, the Russells, the Tanks, the Wilders, the Wilders and Andrew Ruiz's, Jared Hurd, Charlo should have been, or Jared Hurd and Jamel Charlo and stuff like that. And then speaking of PBC, if I get some more comments, why was Johnny Rice fighting on ESPN last night? Even though I ain't watched really none of the fights, I just peeked in. Why was Johnny Rice? Didn't he say he get to retire? And now Heyman's gonna take him to the top. I seen Johnny Rice fighting on ESPN last night. Anthony Ware, salute. Flat Out TV said it was all a play ran to sell the week Hector Garcia fight. Remember, they announced that Ryan Garcia fight was done before they even announced the Hector Garcia fight. I knew it was all capped in. Damn. Anthony Ware adamant not fight Ryan Garcia if takes a tune-up. Goldenboy Promotion should move on from the fight. It's not happening. Anthony Ware. Adrian says, I thought Tank was the man. He should have made this fight already, and he's the cash cow. Like he's giving Ryan money out of his pocket. I mean, yeah, he should have made this fight. I mean, at the end of the day, Tank Davis is listening to Al Heyman. Listen to what he said after the Hector Garcia fight. He said, well, my half of the contract is done. My half of the contract is done. He sounds just like Errol Spence. My half of the contract is done. Why all the PBC half of the contract's done, but ain't the none of the other fighters, the other half of the fighters' contract is done? Tank Davis, if he don't go through with this fight, even though I ain't really care for it, but if he don't go through this fight, man, all he do is continue to validate the statement that Shakur Stevenson said about him, that he told Shakur that he wasn't fighting nobody on the way up that's gonna bank money. And that's what his trainer's saying. It's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the money. I got a video about Tank and Andre Ward coming, where Andre Ward saying, well, it's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the money. Cool. 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 I can't hate on that. That's what you in it for. That's what you in it for. But for the love of money, only take you so far. Because when you get the money, what else you go shoot for? Tank's a hype job, never held WBC and never fought a black fighter. Damn. Yeah, I can't. Maybe he fought one on the way up. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't remember him fighting one. Tank got that Mickey Mouse belt. It don't nobody say shit about it. If the roles were reversed and Devin had the Mickey Mouse belt, people be talking about why you don't want to fight with a real belt. Errol Spence and Tank Turner needs to get out of box. Oh yeah, and Al Heyman. He said never took Tank or Ryan Camp serious about fighting Carissa. Yeah, I mean, that's why a lot of people, when they announced it, like they announced it, a lot of people were skeptical. You have PBC fighters humble. Y'all should just be happy for y'all. They announced the fight. Y'all complaining like it ain't gonna happen because nobody got no faith in Al Heyman. And there you go again. So, and then you got to remember, Oscar De La Hoya don't run no shit here. Al Heyman run it. That's the difference. Oscar don't run nothing. Al run everything. So you can't give deadlines to people who, for one, don't want to fight, and two, the person that's in control. And I heard a rumor, they said Al Heyman wasn't putting up no money for this fight neither. So Anthony Where's go to promote strap for Cal? I don't know. Where the pay-per-view numbers for Tank? That's a good question. That's a good question, bro. I honestly don't know. I forgot all about that. That's great. That's great. That's another one come and say, well, we don't release pay-per-view numbers. But my man's made a great point a minute ago. He made a fantastic point where he just said that they just used Ryan Garcia to sell the Hector Garcia fight. And the Hector Garcia fight, that was a terrible setup. Let's keep it a spade. That was a terrible setup. Even the commentary was below. Setup was presentation was below the standards. It really was. Even the commentary was below Showtime standards. So, that's just my opinion. Oscar De La Hoya worth $350. Believe me, Golden Boy got money. That's his money. You don't mix your personal money with your business money for sure. That's how you get in trouble. That's why Al Heyman digging in his pockets. But yeah, they got the zone behind him too. Tank had the drama to sell tickets. He's a hype job, just like Mike Tyson. I can't call Mike Tyson a hype job, bro. Mike Tyson beat up black fighters too. Shit, Mike Tyson, no matter what color you was, I can't call Mike a hype job. Are y'all returning those $80 shirts Spence was selling for about strapsies with Terence Crawford on? And people still rationalizing that tomorrow. It's just a t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt. My whole thing is, I didn't even know those shirts was $80. Wow, you know what you could buy for $80, bro? Other than those shirts, they don't care, bro. And a lot of these dudes complain about the media lying to them and how CNN telling lies and how this telling lies and how the government feeding you this, that, and the third. But they taking lies from Errol Spence on a very, very low level, and they eating it up. That's why, you can't tell people. That's why people don't keep it real. That's why you don't tell people the truth. You just rather keep your mouth shut. People love lies. People love to have their egos massaged. They love to be lied to. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to know the truth until it's way too late. I'm telling you. That's why a lot of people just don't believe. That's why a lot of people, when you get older, just shut up or you just slaughter these hoes. That's why you do it. That's why. For what? Is people worth the truth? No. Really not. Yeah, Oscar has money. Golden Boy signed a new deal to something in January. They're probably about to get Ryan 1.5 million guaranteed. His back end check gonna bounce. He said, before Floyd was Pretty Boy, before being Team T, you have to fight for titles, then go for the money. How you just want the money up front when you haven't fought anybody. Floyd fought killers. I want to say he fought killers, but I get what you're saying. He did fight people. He set that standard though, where Al Heyman giving these dudes all this money they don't deserve. He said Al Heyman contracts are worse than Don King. Put respect on Don King's name now. Black Prime commentators actually were better than Showtime. Yeah, but they both used to work on Showtime with Paulie and Antonio. Not together, but separately. Mad Dog A salute, Ricky E salute. Tank Davis court date is February, I think it's 16th. He's facing 3 years in jail. PBC proposed fights for Davis is capped. I mean, I feel De La Hoya. Quite frankly, I definitely do. Because now you got to find somebody to put Ryan Garcia in the ring with. And Ryan can fight anybody he wants to, but we know Ryan not fighting champions. That's what we can say. We know Ryan not fighting champions, especially going up to 140. He said, well, they switched the weight and all that. Once you piece it all together, it sound like Terence Crawford, it sound like Benavidez, it sound like PBC. How's Al Heyman offering Benavidez a tune-up when you could be fighting the biggest fight in the world versus Caleb Plant? That's the best fight for the company right now. That can be made between Benavidez and Plant. Only other fights that you can argue involve Canelo or Jamal Charlo. So why would Benavidez, who just signed a new deal with Al Heyman, why would Al Heyman tell him, well, take a tune-up before Caleb Plant? Do you want a tune-up? Why would you even offer them that? Why is that even an option? So Tank Davis ain't gonna care. They gonna tell some type of lie how Ryan Garcia refused to take a drug test, or how Ryan Garcia didn't agree to the deal. They gonna put some bullshit in the deal like they did with Terence Crawford. He gonna roll on to an Eastside Cruz fight or whatever like that. If he don't go to jail, and I don't see him going to jail. Even though old girl got a civil suit, people love a lot of money. People love a lot of money. So if he do sit in jail, it's gonna be like for 6 months. Probably get off of good behavior after a while if he do go to jail or something like that. Would she need to go sit down if what she said is true? Or Charleston White say, yeah, I recommend jail. Yeah, I recommend it. He need to go sit down. He need to go sit down, and that's the honest truth. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's probably the best thing for him. Going to jail show you the real. People like, man, why people go to jail and lose money? Who in control of your account? What can you do? Your account can, misuse your funds. Your significant other, your mom or daddy can misuse your funds. Ain't paying your bills, especially when you got all these houses and sack chasing and kids. You ain't got no money coming in. A lot of times these niggas ain't got passive income. A lot of times, if you dealing on the drug level, Willie D just talked about this. If you on like a street crime level, they freeze all your money anyway. And the money that you got stashed, you're going to tell somebody, well, I got the money stashed here for y'all. They going to take the money like in waist deep and run off with the money. So, I mean, Michael Vick said he came out of jail. He was piss poor broke. You know what I'm saying? Plexico Burr said he got out of jail for shooting himself. He said everything in my house was left the same like when I left it. Guess what? Plexico had a real one. Plexico, he should. That's one thing when you get a wife, or that's why it's important to have a significant other. You have to show them, or somebody you can trust. You have to show them what you're doing. So if you got a real estate mogul, or you got a business, you got to show your teenage daughter. You got to show somebody how to run the business, how this work, how to do what you do. And it's a dangerous side to that too, because if you don't truly trust somebody, then they can take advantage and they can pinch and do stuff off of like that stuff. But if you got somebody, that's why a significant other that you trust and you actually love and care, y'all depend on each other, that's gonna be there through bullshit. You show them how to run stuff. And Plexico Burr showed his wife and his people what he wanted done, how he wanted it done. He got out of jail with a year or some change, whatever it was, if it was that, and everything was the way he left it. So that's when people go to jail, go broke when they go to jail. Now, if you show somebody how you got people you can trust to make sure everything is good and maintained and everything is good, and that you'll be good. Remember Floyd went to jail. Remember he was locking his jewelry up and all that type of stuff before he went to jail. You could tell on Miss Jackson's face she didn't care he went to jail. You could tell, bro. And a lot of these people just like having people around just to have people around because the bitch look good or something like that. And that ain't the looks don't mean nothing when she run off with your money. Looks don't mean nothing when you can't trust her to bail you out. Looks don't mean nothing when she ain't really messing with you like that. So that's when people go to broke when you go to jail. That's why you always gotta, if it's your son, your daughter, your brother, your niece, your nephew, your wife, you gotta show somebody how your business work. You know what I'm saying? But shit, life insurance, that life insurance, or whatever. But some people don't care. If I'm dead, I'm dead. Y'all figure it out. Somebody just passed away. Oh yeah, the rapper from PNB Rock. His wife said, well, I read, I'm not sure it is, allegedly that he didn't have no insurance and nothing like that. And she don't get any after death, benefits, and we don't think we're gonna die young. You get life insurance. It costs a little bit nothing. Even working McDonald's, they probably offer you life insurance, right? So go get it. Ryan Garcia held WC and unified. He ain't held no WPC. He ain't unified. You tripping. He said so they love Tank, saying he don't need titles, same pay-per-view numbers like Davis, but when they say Spencer's the real champ with 3 titles, make sense. Hypocrites. Exactly, Adrian. Fotex for the loop. He said off topic, Giants beat the Vikings. They beat them. I got it. I was watching somebody. I went to bed, took a nap. They did. Sure did. Daniel Jones, I was watching earlier in just the drive in which they went up. Yeah. They bought. Saquon had a solid game too. They sure did. The Vikings had a turnover. They had a turnover. Yep. No, they didn't. They recovered it. Yeah. Kirk Cousins ain't turned the ball over neither. Their defense can't stop a nosebleed though. Daniel Jones looked pretty good out there, bro. Kobe, what's going on? Daniel Jones looked real good out there, dog. I ain't gonna lie, but the Vikings defense is a lot to be desired. Patrick Peterson was holding on to that Higgins kid. I'm like, yeah, it's time for him to make the transition to transition to safety, bro. I don't even know why he's still playing corner. It's time to make that transition to safety. Yeah, I could, it's just time. It's just time to make that transition. It's time. Rod Woodson had to do it. Charles Woodson, had to kind of move the nickel safety position. It's time. When you start to have to hold motherfuckers like that dude off the Giants, Higgins, time to make the transition, brother. Support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. He said off topic NFL. No, that shit was kind of good. I went to bed on the Jaguars last night, and the Dolphins and the that's the other team, and the Buffalo was pretty good today too. It was all pretty good, except the Seahawks and 49ers was good too until Geno turned the ball over. Yeah, they ain't look too good, look better. The Tory Lanez and Tank prison talent show gonna be lit. No, they ain't gonna be nowhere in the same prison. You facing 20 and nigga facing 6-1. Tank Davis might be out in 3, if that. You Detroit like Tiger. Yeah, I like the Tigers and the Yankees. You gotta understand, I grew up watching baseball in the 90s. Tigers wasn't that good. When the Yankees was. But yeah, Tigers first though. Ryan's had NABOW. Oh man, okay. Bills and 49ers might. Well, I don't know, man. I still ain't sold on the neither one of them, bro. But you already, the 49ers got the narrative. But the Bills got the narrative. I don't think so though, bro. He said the Dolphins should have won today. Quarterback trash. I'm a part-time Seattle fan. Part-time. Wow. He said, "Do you consider Haney the man?" Yeah, Haney the man. He got all the belts. Tank Davis ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but talk. He running from Ryan Garcia, and then Ryan Garcia said they changed the weight. He don't even want to fight Ryan Garcia at 135 pounds. And I'm assuming that's the weight that him and Ryan Garcia agreed to fight at. But maybe it was a 140. But Floyd Mayweather, they got nothing to do with this no more. If it was up to Floyd, I think they'd probably do it, but they don't have no fame for Tank Davis, bro. I just want to know what Ryan Garcia gonna do after this. That's the $1 million question. What's Ryan Garcia next move? He gonna revisit the guest to fight? If I'm him, I just want to get active. Going up to 140, he need all the activity he can get. He need all the activity he can get. To be honest, he need all the activity he can get. But for Tank Davis, probably gonna be Eastside Cruz or somebody like that. And you hating in the Ryan Garcia voice. He said Haney is the guy 35 Tank, a contender who couldn't finish the seventh grade. Damn, it's Javier. G-Man Tank already fought at 140 before. Why would you make this fighter to catch one with 36? Because Ryan Garcia got a hard time making 135. It's all about, but my thing is he can have the weight at 130 at 136, but he couldn't get Ryan Garcia to take a drug test. Then he going around crying, talking about how, Ryan Garcia is on Pez. He ain't ever been that. If I find out he on Pez, I'm gonna do this. Tank make a lot of threats, but he went the distance with a bartender outside the club. Come on, why these boxing niggas talk so much gangster shit like they really street? Come on, y'all ain't. Come on, man. You don't have to live that life. You ain't have to put no front up for us at all. You doing hit and runs and you having domestic disputes. You ain't out here running down on niggas, jacking dudes for their jewelry and stuff of that nature. Come on, you ain't street. Because you walk out with Lil Durk don't make you Lil Durk. That don't make you Durk. Because you from Baltimore, that don't mean you a street nigga, dude. That don't make you Avon Barksdale nigga, Marlo Stanfield. Man, Tank that little nigga that was telling on everybody that told on little Kev.
What nigga?
That's who Tank is. You remember the dude that was in the foster home and he told on everybody?
Yeah, I remember.
That's Tank Davis.
Nigga. That nigga couldn't fight.
Man. Tank can't fight neither. If he could, he whooped Evan Haney ass. He'll be fighting Ryan Garcia. Tank can't fight neither.
Tank can fight. Don't talk about Tank like that.
Man, where? Who he didn't whooped on?
Hector Luis Garcia.
Man, that shit look fishy, dog.
Stop. We not
gonna that shit look fishy, bro. I don't know, man. That look fishy, bro. Hector woke up with an extra 100 stack. 100K
you trying to say he done got the brown paper bag?
Yeah, they had that extra 100K in his bag of rice.
But why would he get? He said his bag of rice.
They gave him left a bag of rice in his goddamn locker.
But why would he do that now? Oscar coming out with this bullshit.
Man, I don't. Like I said before, I ain't no biggest Oscar De La Hoya. I'm a fan of nobody involved in this. How about that?
I can say that. I can say I agree. I mean, I'm a support. I
like Tank, but the shit that they pulling, I'm good, bro. I can't support the message.
I can't support. I don't like PBC. But
I don't, man. I don't even know, man. He the stuff that he's saying, I don't even support. I can't support that, bro. Running your mouth talking about you the real champ and all that, but that's one cool.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
Get it? I can't support it.
See, if it was Deontay Wilder, I could say Deontay Wilder is the people's champ.
Deontay Wilder, one of the few niggas that really meant what he said when I die in this ring. Cool, I can respect that.
He's a people's champ. I would say that. He can get that title.
He's like the only one. This nigga really out here with Lori Harvey like this.
Who?
Franklin.
Yo, I done had we gonna have to have a conversation. I'm gonna have to have a different conversation about that because you got to hear some of the responses that I'm hearing from these females.
Bro, I don't even, really. I don't want to know.
It's kind of upsetting. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not, bro. They rationalize everything, bro. If you really pay attention in life, They right. That's why you don't take.
Why
That's
are
why I don't
people
take
that
advice.
stupid, bro?
That's why I don't take advice from women unless they grandmas,
Real
real grandmas, like the arm fat making the macaroni grandmas.
Yeah, like real grannies. Like
I don't take advice from even my mama. I take it for. I know what advice to take from my mama and what not to take. That's why I leave it to you that way. I know what advice to take, what not to apply.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when it comes to how to treat women.
Yeah, I'll just take it for. I don't. Ain't really nobody you can ask other other men give you better advice.
Yes, it's true.
Other men give you better advice.
Absolutely true.
They have more experience with how women tick than women do, and that might sound like stupid to y'all. Like only time I really take women's advice, no matter regardless of age, is for on gifts. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like any woman, as far as like gifts to get, that's the only thing I take advice. Or how does clothes look or something like that. Most people just so lazy they just get gift cards now, which I would go against that too. In most situations,
there's no thought in it.
Yeah, exactly. Tank is getting excuses ready. Of course he is. Garcia ain't want to take drug test, and that's exactly what I say. I ain't gonna front you. That's exactly what I say.
And guess what? It's pretty believable.
Of course it is. I already know.
Because to be honest, I don't think Tank's the reason behind Ryan not taking a tune-up fight.
You know who it is. He said it. He said they told me if I fought in October, I couldn't have a fight in December. Don't it sound like Terence Crawford? Where he said his nephew was just on Bushido. Bushido said he said if they said that Errol was fighting November 19th with or without him. And he just said on Bushido channel that he said that Bud told him in August that he was fighting with or without them by the end of the year. So
what'd that tell you?
I mean, it's the same shit. I remember when Oscar De La Hoya did it to Triple G. He told Triple G that if you fight Billy Joe Saunders, what was it like in May or June or something like that, that you can't have the Canelo Alvarez fight. Triple G listened to Oscar De La Hoya.
And his career went down the toilet ever since.
Exactly. He was fighting like 3 or 4 times a year at that point.
Remember, he was on HBO. Like it felt like he was on HBO every month.
Yep. Fuck around with Oscar. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Awful. Oscar on the wrong side of this one. If Bob Arum somehow pulls off better BF, Beeble, Uzi, Fury, Haney, Loma all 2 years, I gotta give over. Bob ain't got no choice. If Bob gonna be on Boxing TV app or Fight TV with everybody else in a minute, he ain't got no choice. Eddie Hearn trying to throw Boazzi in there with Beeble did Canelo. Like he ain't trying to let Beeble and Oscar De La Hoya say he ain't even Beeble's promoter.
He's not.
Eddie Hearn trying to stop Beeble from fighting.
He's trying to stop that Better BF fight because we all know what's going to happen if the Undisputed Clash happens.
They doing the same thing. The Better BF, Terence Crawford, they doing the Better BF.
That we all know what's going to happen if Better BF and B will fight.
They gonna move the bar again. They gonna move. They gonna continue every time Better BF do something. They gonna move. They gonna continue to move the bar again.
I don't get why people don't like this guy. I really don't get it.
Me neither, bro. They love that little fake shoulder roll and all that type of stuff, man. That nigga, he's straight. They don't make him like him no more. He's straight action. I don't know why you don't like him.
He ice cold, CJ. I walk with the man from his hotel to the arena, and that he ain't getting no car, and he didn't crack a smile. Nothing. He was just on the money, tunnel vision. He ain't crack a smile till he knocked Joe Smith out. That should tell you what type of fighter he is.
You know, make them like Hagler, Duran, Mean. They don't have enough of them fighters. They don't have enough of them fighters around no more. That's why people can't relate.
Last night I was watching after the little like the little post fight show that they got on ESPN Plus, and I never watched a fight by this guy, so I don't know. The only thing that I've heard about him was the skit from Coming to America. They was like, if Rocky Marciano was alive today, Better BF would be Rocky Marciano. They was like, that was his stature. Like he was one of them dudes that was just really like,
Rocky Marciano. Me and Lion Killer was talking about the Lion Killer podcast. You know how he died. He died. He used to get on his own plane to pick up his money that people owed him.
Yep.
And his plane crashed. So this nigga, Joe owes me $100. Let me go get in my plane. He'll fly to your house to go pick up his money. One no henchman. He was the henchman, nigga. Like he was a real
Yeah, I
like
heard he was a
savage.
real goon. Like they
Yeah,
said, this dude was tough. Like he was tough.
he
Like
was certified.
he was, and he was stone cold. Like he was really a stone cold killer.
He said if Tank girlfriend had a belt, he'd never fought
All
her.
right,
Oh,
stop. Yeah, let's not. Let's stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't like that comment. I don't like that comment because you know she tried to.
Oh,
Even though Tank ain't the most. He ain't no Terence Crawford. He's not no
man,
Vindicate. I don't play
I
with
ain't
them
gonna
people. I
lie.
don't play with
Me
them
neither,
people playing
dog. That
around
shit,
messing. No, I don't
hey,
play with
that
them.
shit was funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I ain't like that comment, but it
Yeah, I
was
don't like
funny,
that
bro.
comment.
Follow him, bro. He probably would though. Sorry.
Hey, here you go, man.
I'm
Stop, bro.
sorry, man. I'm sorry. He probably wouldn't. Oh, that's the real Super WBA. If you had the regular girl, I would have spent the block. I'm sorry.
Gervonta, I'm not laughing.
Oh man, I'm so fucking sorry.
I'm not laughing, Gervonta.
Oh, you shouldn't have been. You shouldn't have been mixing your fucking colors up, nigga. How about that? You
What?
shouldn't. You shouldn't have been swirling, nigga. You shouldn't have been doing the Frankenfred.
Doing the funky Watusi.
I mean, you understand? You go one of your head. He should have. He should have been just sticking with the sisters. I'd have held that joke. I wouldn't have laughed. He should have just stuck with the sisters. See what happened when you
You're right.
go mixed company.
You're right.
See,
Mixed company is
see,
not.
see.
I'm learning the hard way right now. You're right.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Twitter keep recommending these Latino bitches. I'm gonna fly with these
You
hoes
know,
out in a minute.
it's because of me probably because I be liking all their pictures and stuff and their
Man,
tweets.
I'm about to fly one of them out. You bullshit. I don't care. CJ, didn't you say you should mind your business?
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Like, what y'all eat for breakfast? So, what's good? But man, you shouldn't be beating your chest as no Bill fan here today, bro. I'll give you credit. Last night you did call the comeback of the Jags. The Jags got 27-0. Renardo was the only person on Facebook said they gonna come back. Man, I woke up, man. The Jags won. I couldn't believe it, bro.
Yo, I couldn't believe it either. I couldn't believe it.
I watched BMF and went to bed. He said Top Rank Boxing tried to rob Johnny Rice Saturday night. The referee said a headbutt caused a cut of Gito, whatever.
They tried to rob Johnny Rice yesterday.
He better call Al Heyman back. Better spin the block.
Oh no, he got the W, but they tried to rob him yesterday.
Yeah, remember he said he would beat my man Michael Coffey and said we made it, Al Heyman.
He said I could quit my job now, baby.
Shit, I bet that nigga pulled up, gonna be pulling up just like me tomorrow.
Oh,
Al Heyman ain't got nothing for you.
he definitely don't.
Someone to a phantom punch. He said this fight might not happen not till both over 35 years old. Yeah, it's gonna be in the Mike Tyson Championship League. That UFC turned into boxing, now delivering super. Yeah, and Ngannou got the hell on. Man, Bob Arum created his own competition, and Dana White creating his own competition. You know, Bob Arum treated Oscar De La Hoya right, and treated Floyd Mayweather right. He had already He ended up beating Don King.
He definitely did end up beating.
He wouldn't have no what's his kind of competition. Eddie Hearn. Come on, man. He already in the joint forces with Frank Warren to smash Eddie Hearn. Bob Arum would be the top dude in boxing. Everything would be going through Bob Arum, bro. Everything. It wouldn't be no Trilla. It wouldn't be no Al Heyman. Wouldn't be. Bob Arum just got greedy
and cheap.
Yep, but I ain't mad at Ngannou. Ngannou about to go fight bums for nothing. He about to fight bums in the boxing ring, bums in the octagon.
Is he going to boxing?
Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul.
I think it's too late in his career to do that.
Man, he about to fight bums. Jake Paul went to PFL, got ownership, and Jake Paul gonna be boxing the MMA. That's where Ngannou sound like he going to the the PFL.
PFL.
He gonna probably box and do both.
Ain't PFL's not associated with UFC?
No, it's on ESPN, but it's on. That's what Clarissa on. But they gonna sound like they doing hybrid boxing now. They gonna do boxing as well. Because Jake Paul trying to fight Nate Diaz. He free too.
But nah, Jake Paul just signed a deal to
PFL. No, he didn't.
Yeah,
when?
Was fighting somebody on Showtime.
When?
I just seen an article yesterday. I'm gonna look it up. I swear to God, bro.
When? Because he signed the PFL. He got some ownership in the PFL. They talking about Nate Diaz. That's Showtime shit off with, my nigga.
I swear to God, I seen some shit that said Jake Paul and somebody fighting on Showtime.
Man, okay. Go look. I ain't see that one. You might be right. Okay, prediction. Here we go. Cowboys beat Tampa. Giants beat Eagles. You smoking? You might be right on that one. It's hard to beat teams 3 times. Cowboys, NFC. Yeah, you might be right. Championship. I don't know. I got the Cowboys smashing Tampa though. Like, come on, Tampa trash. But you might be right about that, brother. Hold on. He said, okay, you might be right. He said it was good Niners. I won't be too y'all might be going. I don't trust Shady Purdy though, but ain't nobody in the NFC, no way.
I possibly think that Niners gonna take it off. I don't know.
They ain't going. They ain't got, man. What I seen yesterday, they ain't got enough to hang with the AFC. They just don't have enough.
Defensive wise, to defend
Offense, man, they ain't got no corners. But offensively, they can't. They gonna run against. I got Cincinnati taking it. I really want to see Jalen Hurts do it though. To be honest,
yeah, I like
this
Hurts.
Tank fight next. Russell probably Eastside Cruz. Russell probably gonna need tune up for his arm. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys made it either, dude. I mean,
I don't want to see that, but
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. There ain't nobody that you're really scared of in the NFC. No, come on. Other than if Jalen Hurts didn't get hurt, they probably run away with it.
Yeah,
they probably run away with it in the NFC. But Cincinnati got the most complete team. So I don't know. But Kansas City got the best core. I do not trust Josh Allen. I don't know how he got paid before Lamar, but that's a whole different conversation. Who does Tank fight next year? I'll say Eastside Cruz. Uncle Bob is the best promoter in history. I mean, yeah, I guess. Tank versus Cruz, 2 happening next. Probably so. That's why Eastside Cruz didn't take
shit. It might be Rolly. I heard Rolly might. There might be a time and point in time. I'm not saying it in the near.
Rolly about to fight my man's for the belt. Puello.
Yeah, I heard. If Rolly get past this fight, don't be surprised.
Yeah, Russell moved up too. Russell ducking all smoke at 26. Ain't nobody at 26 to fight. We want him to fight.
Who we gonna fight? What's his name? This dude, brother.
He want more money, so he gonna have to move up and move up, to get the fights that he wants.
But ain't no fights at him at 30 for him. So
he's on 35.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go to 35.
He's so small, dog.
Yeah, 35 not for him. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he only got it's sad to say he only got about 2 more years.
Man, yeah, he lose again. It's over with. Better BF knocks out Benavidez.
Easily.
Oh yeah. Benavidez knows it's a big dude though. He let Benavidez grow. It'll be a good fight for a while last. Benavidez ain't rushing into that. I don't blame him. He got youth. Vivo needs to get away from Eddie Hearn.
And he's never been hit to the body.
Oh, I mean, that's the first place I'm going to.
Right to the if Caleb plays smart, he'd be.
Hell yeah, he might. I mean, that might not mean neither. He might. Shit, this motherfucker might have, abs of steel under that motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right. He
might. I doubt it. But usually you got a good chin. You ain't got a good stomach, though. Yeah. Matchroom isn't paying Beebles first value. Of course he ain't, man. All Eddie Hearn people complaining flying for $100. Complaining about that. Yeah, I ain't cheap on no flight. Like black people be cheap with the wrong shit. I ain't cheap. I try not to be cheap with food, and I don't try to be cheap with flights.
Food and flights and where I stay.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because I'm not messing with no Roach Motel, no prostitute infested hotel. Nah, not doing that. And flights, I'm sorry, I don't know how y'all do that Spirit joint.
I can't do that, bro.
I can't do the Spirit joint. I'm
Need
sorry. My back ain't built like that. Sorry. And the knees, hips, nah. I got to be comfortable. Fuck that.
Yeah, I like to have movies and shit on my shit, all that.
Yeah, I need to be able to watch.
Delta got a certain class of people that be on there. That's what I will say. I can't even speak on. I ain't never flew nothing else other than Northwest Airline, but
I've only flown Delta. Well, I've flown American.
I'm pretty sure those good. That's good. Those good. But
you never flew JetBlue?
I only flew Delta in Northwest. That's my dad work at.
Yeah, so
used to.
Yeah, Delta. I flown. Delta's good. JetBlue, American.
I'm pretty sure those is good.
And then they used to be, but JetBlue bought them out. I think Air Jamaica, but them was the only flights I've ever flown.
Yeah, when you fly like those, it's a certain class of people that be on the planes.
Oh, Alaskan Airlines too.
Yeah, it's a certain, like I'll continue to say, it's a certain class of people you're gonna be on the plane with. I've said what I've said. You know it.
Yeah,
you could tell by the way you could tell the crowds at the terminals and where they. I I just ain't playing with no flight, bro. That's one thing I ain't playing
That's one
with.
thing I listen. I don't play with the flight. I don't play with the food, and I don't play with the hotel.
I think I'm going to Jamaica too, bro. When the best time to go to
It's
Jamaica?
um
It's
every
wintertime.
yeah around now,
I'll probably go next year, bro. Go to Jamaica, get me a
around now.
wife.
You could go summertime too. You might it
I
depends. You
don't
could
like the heat though.
It's hot all year round Jamaica, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get hot in the wintertime.
Yeah, I mean you might be fucking around and get sick.
What's the best place to go? Montego?
Uh, anywhere, bro. Anywhere. Montego Bay, Bay is cool.
Somebody sent me a video. Who sent me the video of Jamaica? They was fooling at the resort.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, Montego Bay.
Need a passport?
Of course.
Okay, for sure. I gotta get my passport. I'm about to fill out my papers soon.
And you should do it as soon as possible because it take a little while.
Yeah, I figured that. He said, to be honest, I don't think they like because we ain't used to need no passport to go to Canada, bro.
Really?
No, you didn't used to before 9/11. Well, shit, even after 9/11, you didn't need one. I forget what you needed. You probably should show your birth certificate or social security card or some shit. I forget what it was. We had an enhanced license too at one point.
I've been there 4 times, but I was younger though. The last time I went was the year 9/11. So, and we had to show passports. So you might be right.
Yeah, I don't think we got. You can go. We got a tunnel. You can go under. You go over the bridge. They just increased the price to $650 to go. So
word.
Yeah, $6.50. I don't know where it came from. What it was probably like $4 or $5. I ain't complaining. To be honest, I don't think they like Better Be because he's Russian and Muslim. Just my opinion. You got a portion of people who don't like Russians, a portion of people who don't like Muslim. It's sad. I remember this guy was telling me at Best Buy, I have my do-rag on, and I don't really have a mustache, had a beard. He was telling me about the history of Islam and how they had to go in the hide and all that stuff at one point. That was crazy. That was crazy. And they did, right around that period. You was talking about the last time you had went. They had to go in the hiding after that shit happened.
Yeah, they did. Well, remember, where you at is similar, but where I was at, they was everywhere. I always saw them. So,
but yeah, they had to go. A lot of them had to go in the hiding because they was being synonymous with what happened. Tank turn. Oh, I ain't reading that one, bro. I can't read that.
Yeah, that's
Venmo
too far.
CJ Good
That's too far. Come on, bro.
Yeah. What to do D-Ray promotions? Adrian said, if you look at Benavidez' last fight with Davis, was hitting Benavidez to the body. Couldn't see him make faces, so I think vulnerability to the body, playing each jab combination. Yeah, it is, but it's a downside. You leave yourself open to the head.
For the overhead. And David Benavidez, I think he has a longer reach than playing too. So.
Much a chance you got that Spirit Airlines plane him out of the cardboard. Them shits take like JetBlue all the shake. Them shits shake JetBlue all day.
JetBlue they about to get turned over. JetBlue about to really
I never rode Southwest neither. They flight cheap as hell.
I never been on Southwest either.
Tank fight Pitbull, and it's probably Pitbull. And look, he fight Gary Russell. I pull up to that. I'm probably gonna pull up to the Devin Haney joint. I'm probably coming out here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I'm definitely going. And from what I'm not even gonna put that out there because Bill be watching, so I'm not gonna say what Bill told them.
Yeah, I'm probably go out there. I'm probably gonna go out there Thursday to Sunday. I'm staying Flushing.
You gonna be in the hood? Yeah, you're right.
That's where I stay. I like staying next to the airport.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. If you really pulling up out here, and that's a week before my birthday too. Listen, let's not do the tourist thing. I'm gonna take you. I already
did that like several times, bro.
I'm gonna take you where you need to go.
Yeah, don't take me to no projects though.
No, I ain't taking you to projects. We going to Harlem, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I already did the tourist thing. I seen everything that need to be seen, bro. The Garment District bullshit, all that. I ain't been to Central Park. I don't think. I was gonna stay in Manhattan, but dog. No, I really don't want the train. I don't want the train to shut down, and I got to be at the crib. So I just, I don't know.
No, the train don't be shutting down.
Man, that motherfucker, I'll be shutting down all the time.
What, the 7?
Oh my god, bro! You gotta get on the bus, get back on the 7.
Yeah, the 7 is annoying, bro, because you going past City Field and all of that. Like, nah, you gonna be.
I see the same people every time I go, bro. Seen a nigga fight a cop and they let him get away. See a nigga with the fucked up leg at the same time. I'm like, man, I see y'all every day. I'm a fan of boxing, not of boxers. I never been on a plane. It's cool.
Fonte's never been on a plane.
It's cool. But yeah, that's why I'm probably go out to Vegas in March. I want to see if they do a fight. I'm going for my birthday. I need to get away, bro.
You don't need, bro. I need a vacation, bro. I was thinking that today.
Yeah, I need a self-cation. I'm dipping, bro, for my birthday. I'm taking a whole week off. I'll probably stay out. And if they have a fight, then so I'm trying to wait for Plan Benavidez. If they don't have a fight or have a fight, I'm probably about to get a ticket. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go for a few days and come back. You're afraid of heights, man. They got the motion pills. Some people just go out there and be like Odell Beckham and be just drunk, knocked out.
I took half a bar the first time I got over my anxiety of taking a flight, and that thing knocked me out.
You can drink before you get on there and everything. You can drink while you on there. You can drink when you in there. Hell yeah. I be chilling. I don't go to sleep though. I don't believe in that shit.
It depends.
No, I'm good.
The flights I took to Cali, I'll be knocked out.
I'm up. People be I'm up.
CJ,
I go to sleep on no plane, bro.
CJ, if anything happened, guess what? I don't think I want to be up. So
hey, I want a chance. I want a chance. I'm up. He said, I think Shakur came at the right damn time. He's about to be the man. He know that's all. It's all planned, bro. It's all planned. Ain't no place like Harlem, nah, bro. If you gotta come uptown to Harlem, Washington Heights,
Indictment. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's for the nightlife, CJ.
Man, that girl I met at the fight tried to get me to go up to Harlem. I'm good. I don't know you, baby girl. She was tight. She was older though. She was cool.
You wasn't gonna get booked.
Yeah, no. Then I had to make it all the way. I would have had to make it all the way back to Flushing, and my flight left at 6. Nah, buddy.
You could have got the job done real quick and called an Uber.
All right. I'd rather drive than fly. I do both, but I some places I gotta fly, bro.
Them long distance joints, I'm not.
You're not driving to New York.
Yeah. No, not from where you at. Sorry. The furthest I'm going is DC. That's it. I did it last week. I drove, and then
he said that you're going to Serrano car to MSG next month.
I'm waiting on if I'm getting cleared. If I get
Eddie
cleared,
ain't clear you, bro. Eddie ain't clearing you.
Like I said, I'm waiting to see if I get cleared. Stop being so negative, bro.
Eddie ain't clearing you. I'm gonna put the good word in. Eddie, he with me. He gonna be like decline.
Wow.
Did big bag season, replace strap season. You ain't lying.
He's gonna be like, you're the gentleman. That's with CJ, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. Declined. Security.
They gonna be begging y'all to come to the fight to see them. Nobody going to that card.
I don't think nobody going to. I'm really just going for Richardson Hitchens.
Ain't no place like Philly. Yeah, I get a cheesesteak and leave. I'm good. From where I live, it's 40 plus hours to get to New York. Yeah, you better fly.
Yeah, fly, brother.
I know you can't have the banger in New York, but what's the law on knives?
You can walk around with a. You can walk around with a knife. It just gotta be. It depends on what kind of knife it is, though. If you got one of them Rambo joints, you go to jail.
You can walk around with a gun too if you want time.
Yeah, if you want the time, yeah. The only way they let you walk around with a piece is if you obviously you licensed and if you have a celebrity status. I know because I know somebody that's famous.
Roddy Ricch got caught. I still ain't heard nothing about his case.
He had an illegal firearm. They expedite your gun license if you do have celebrity status though in New York.
I actually going to Florida on 2-day drive and took once you fly, you'll like it, bro.
I don't got time to be doing all that driving and shit, man.
Yeah, driving is good. You see the sights and
if you got time, but like me, when I was younger, yeah, cool. But when I got work and stuff like that, no, I'm not trying to do that, bro.
He said, "How playing games to leave the East Coast to come to Cali." I'm sorry. I don't know about coming to Cali.
Cali, I like to wear hats, and I got an extensive hat collection. And by what I'm looking at right now, I'm only allowed to wear one hat in Cali. CJ.
I'm a visit.
CJ, course. One hat.
One thing came in my mind: didn't Hagler sue Bob Arum back then, or for not getting the tie? Maybe he did. I don't remember. Everybody sued everybody. He didn't have a deal with Top Rank neither. Bob said they worked on a fight by fight deal. Him and Thomas Hearns.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just said that. But with Tank, it is what it is with Tank, bro. I mean, they gonna spin this and blame Tank, but Terence, this is the same thing they took Terence Crawford through.
Yeah, same rigor that they took him to.
And it ain't pretty much nothing that Ryan could do. They just need to let it be known that they only fighting each other. They're only doing in-house fights. And I think a lot of people it'll temper a lot of expectations. But then people gonna be wanting them to fight each other. And Al Heyman don't want to do that neither. Whenever a good fight is, Bob don't want to make it happen. Why we still ain't heard nothing about Benavidez as a plan?
Like no venue, no date, no potential venue, no potential date, no undercard, no card that even near that date. So it's just like it. So what? This is what I will get. Like when we say things like PBC might be going under, people try to come back. You know, niggas that talk about chickens and shit like that try to dick ride and talk about, oh, you know, we don't know what we talking about and all that. When we say that the sport of boxing ain't really growing like that, they refute it and say that the numbers say different. But my nigga, ain't nobody watching this shit. Ain't nobody out here checking for this shit. And then guess what? The product that you're supposed to be selling, you're not promoting it. You're putting out updates last minute. For example, CJ says he wants to go in March. We're in January. It takes time for people, regular people. We don't own no jet. We can't charter a jet. It takes time for people to kind of organize their plans around these events that are out of state. I can get up and just go to Madison Square Garden. It ain't nothing but a 45-minute drive, 30-minute train ride to go there. But if CJ want to come to New York, he got to make sure that he can, you know, set up accommodations and stuff like that. You're inconveniencing people if you announce that a March fight is happening in the middle of February.
Shit, right now you inconveniencing people.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. Like, what else would that indicate? It indicates that y'all just don't got y'all shit together. It's either y'all don't got y'all business right,
or they just going with the demographic, the locals.
Exactly.
People on the West Coast. That's all they got to say.
Exactly. We don't want nobody from the East Coast coming. We just want West Coast people there.
In a minute, man. We get to February. I'm booking something. It might be Vegas.
And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be because you know I'm not paying for that anyways.
Yep. It would be New York, but if I'm coming out there anyway, fuck it. I'm coming already out there. So I might do Chicago or some shit. I might do Chicago. I could just drive there.
I ain't never been to Chirac.
Oh man. You're missing out, buddy. You're missing out. Been to California time. I can't really say. They downtown is for sure.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
In what sense?
It's dominant, nigga. Like this, y'all more tourist track.
You know we got like 5 or 6 downtowns though.
You know I'm talking about Times Square.
Don't nobody go. You know New Yorkers don't go to Times Square, right?
Well, I figured that. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
but Chicago downtown is the best one, I believe. Most people say.
You know what?
That's what people say. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't been to all of them, but people say they're the most dominant. It's big as hell. I understand. They understand they're the 4th biggest city now behind Houston too. I should go to Houston, bro.
Kofi out there. I was just talking to him today. He said that Houston dope, bro. And I always hear good things about Houston.
But that's somewhere I'm gonna go by myself though.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, CJ? Like places like Houston. I just went to DC for the first time last week for the fight, all of that. Like these places, it's never the home. Like I always try to get the homies to go. We about to mob out, end up getting flaked on, and then you know what happens? I gotta bring sand to the beach.
Yeah. I'm going to myself. They're gonna be mad. Oh, you going to Mercy? Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Don't care. I don't know Vegas, so you always gonna find a good time in Vegas. I got a few people in Vegas.
Never been there.
Oh, man.
Never.
You'll need a good 3 days.
Yeah,
I
think that's just a 3-day weekend trip. I don't think I would be able to do a week.
Oh no, it's just you look at 3 days, 2-3 days, you good. I only say 3 because we coming from the East Coast. If you West, a little day or 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna spend money on travel though for sure.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, for as far as cab rides and Ubers
and stuff like that.
Yeah, when I went out there, the pandemic still was like a thing. So cabs like charge you 10 off rent, but it's straight. You know, you definitely gonna find companionship. For sure.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say easy because depending on what your policy on escorts is, but
You already know.
They game you and then but I'm an escort. Well,
Oh yeah,
some
yeah.
niggas be like, okay, here go your money. Some
No,
people I ain't into
you
that.
already know me. I don't play like that in America.
Well, Espinoza say Mills Lane. What'd he say? Espinoza
Espinoza,
say.
no, that's Mills Lane. I think that was an old. If you talk about the clip where he said that they both agreed to everything. So where's this coming from? I don't know.
He said Kobe never been in Vegas. Shake my ear.
I know what you're getting at, Fotex. You still never been on a plane, so stop.
Yeah, you have. I'm telling you, it's for sure. It's like it's worth. It's probably worth going every year, bro. To be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, food good. You got because you can stay at so many different resorts, and the one that the resort Tank was at, where you take his mom to buy shoes at, that's in Caesar's Palace.
What resort was that?
You know the 24 whatever the all access he had where he was buying the shoes for everybody.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, they had the Freddie Cougar. Was it $23,000 whatever Freddie Cougar dunks whatever?
The rarest dunks period. Them shits is fire.
Yeah, them. That's in Caesar's Palace. So there's so many resorts, so you get a different feel every time. Like the Flamingo.
Oh, I know what sneaker store he was in. Got you. I know.
Yeah, the Flamingo. They got a zoo in the Flamingo, like a mini zoo in that motherfucker.
Bam.
Then you go out back and they got everything in out back, an In-N-Out Burger, all types of shit out back. So each resort is kind of different. Like Excalibur, they got like everything: jewelry stores, Popeyes, Krispy Kreme, Shalansky's. They got like literally everything in there. And then you go to MGM Grand, you already know what you get in there. They got a big ass pool. Everything MGM Grand, like they all got their own little different thing. Like New York more family oriented. You got a big old arcade in there, roller coaster around the hotel. So yeah, you know they got a door. Was it a Hello Kitty cafe right outside of that shit? Yeah, it's you just never get bored. Like if you like people say, well, I don't gamble, so bro. I don't gamble like that neither. But
one of the biggest
stuff to do.
One of the biggest regrets I got, CJ, was not going to Vegas last summer for that Lovers and Friends festival. Because
he did a what you call it when they stay there and keep doing it.
A residency?
Yeah, nigga been doing that shit for a minute.
Who?
Usher.
No. I was about to name that. I want to do that Usher show. I think he about to do another one. I want to catch that Usher show. I ain't gonna lie.
It's always something. It's always something to do. Anytime you got a tour, and then you can go into the hood, and they got their own little spots in the city that they chill in. They chill at too. So, well, yes, man. It's always for sure. It's always something to do. So he said the Fight Hub interview.
Yeah, the Fight Hub interview. I think that's old. I think that was like after they announced the two fights, and then something must have came up.
Yeah. Vegas always a good spot, especially going with a group of people too. Like
I ain't gonna lie, you had sparked the idea for me. Like I'm gonna start looking into it. Obviously, I'm gonna start saving up for all this stuff now because I'm in my early 30s and whatnot. But I was looking into after you had mentioned it. I'm interested in purchasing a home in Vegas, in the Nevada area.
Yeah, if you like the heat.
Yeah, I love the heat.
Yeah,
like if I can't live in New York, I already told you about how New York looking.
You ain't the only person I heard leaving. He said, I live in Cali for 25 plus years, boring, too many homeless people around the block. Of course it get boring because y'all used to being there. Somebody ain't been there, everything new, but yeah, that's a place I just like to visit. That's it. Cold here in Florida, 48. I take 48 right now.
Listen, over here in New York, we take 48 easy any day of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my passport. Stop bullshitting.
Yeah, you gotta get your passport, bro. Like you really need to get
South Africa to move, man.
Oh, listen, don't play with me, bro.
I'm going, bro.
Don't play with me.
Nigga said he met his wife. He said he dated the chick there for 6 months. Arab nigga. So I dated. I don't know if he's Indian or Arab. So I dated the chick for 6 months. End up marrying her after a year. She said a year. He said, yeah.
Look, yeah. She gonna come here, get Americanized, and then it's gonna be like, Eddie, I want to have.
Who said I'm going back? Who said I'm going to back? I might stay.
Going back.
Yeah, it might stay, nigga. Shit. It might be. Hey, it is what it is. She came up off of citizenship. Cool.
But
I ain't
that don't mean
tripping.
that you ain't come up over citizenship. That mean you staying.
I ain't tripping. You know somebody like you for you.
True.
I mean, everybody going to Thailand like a motherfucker too. Who else just went to? No, somebody.
You been seeing them YouTube joints too?
Yeah,
Thailand?
the Arizona Cardinal coach went over there. Bud just came back over from Thailand.
I don't know, bro. My man's is trying to go out there because our birthdays is like a couple days apart. He's like, yo, we going to Thailand. I was like, I don't know.
Hey man, shit, you might end up staying over there with your boy.
I don't know.
You know, with your boy, you might stay over there with your
No,
man.
I'm not going. No, because he went there for the wrong reason. He into them freaks.
Shit, a lot of niggas is. I heard a lot of niggas like wifing them.
What?
Hell yeah, I heard a lot of them passport boys going. That's one of their main spots.
I can't go over there, bro.
Yeah, it's one of their main spots,
Too,
bro. I got a homie that live over there. Yeah, they got a homie that I think he's stationed over there.
There's too many transformers over there, bro.
He said he could spot them, bro. He really good at it too.
Me too, but I'm not going there, bro. I'm not into
that.
A
lot of dudes is, bro, and they say they very affectionate and stress free, and
nope.
They say that about Asian women too when they come to black dudes. They really do. I heard that when I was a kid. They massage you and all that type of stuff. They not submissive to their own kind, from what I understand.
Word?
Nah, yeah. I forget which ones, but yeah, they wear the pants in the relationship over the some of the men.
Okay,
yeah.
Never.
But you understand that's the cultural thing about it.
True.
That's the cultural. I can't remember which one, but yeah, I heard a lot of dudes, man. Yeah, I heard a lot of dudes going
just stay and
they getting away from over there and stuff, and that's what they doing. That's like one of their main spots. Tom telling me somebody went to South Africa, and he said don't go to South Africa if you married. He said he divorced his wife after you went to South Africa.
Bro, I heard that the joints there is so bad.
Yeah, bro. They were showing they got this like these type of barbecues. I forgot what they call them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And them motherfuckers the food looked delicious too. So yeah, I mean a lot of people, man, you gotta travel. Keith Thurman went over to Nepal to find him a baddie.
And stopped boxing ever since.
Yeah, that nigga stopped. When that nigga Earl Spence came on, he was like, I don't box no more. No. He said you gotta travel to Brazil in the Caribbean to come back with a different energy. That shit changed. Yeah, man, Caribbeans, that's some. Yeah, man, if the cruises ever like chill out with all that bull crap they got going on.
I ain't never been on a cruise either. Yeah. You been on a cruise before?
Yeah, they gave a lady a blood transfusion with HIV blood.
What?
Then you ain't see where they all got to fighting because they were sharing sexual partners on the cruise.
What?
Their partners were shooting and all the black people got to fighting and stuff. Yeah, like outside of the whole virus going around and all that, there's too much other stuff going on cruises, bro.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I want to do one, but I can wait.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I just go straight to Jamaica, bro.
Yeah, you can go to Jamaica.
Yeah, or the cruise is an easy way to hit them all up real quick, and it's a more cost-effective way. But I'm good, bro.
Yeah, no.
Until shit kind of chill out and all that type of stuff, bro. But yeah, people was trying to say they were swingers and all that type of stuff, but swingers don't fight like that, you know.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Unless somebody broke a rule or whatever. But I don't even like people touching me, bro. My girl and man was like, I don't like to be touched. Like, unless I don't like it's like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That's how I am. Bud nephew talked about the phone call with Bud and Earl that happened. He said Earl was shook. Yeah, he been talking about that. I seen that. He said, bro, my sister-in-law's in the Philippines, totally different kind of women. She even washed my clothes and cook whenever I want to.
But Pete, it was like that when I went to Colombia too.
Hey, I forgot my cousin. Hey, look, my cousin. I forgot he offered me to stay with him in Orlando and shit. He said he got a room and shit. I don't even like pay attention. I forgot I lost his number too, and he got a Filipino girl, I think, or she from Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he married to one of them. He got a good job too, though. I was thinking like an aerospace or something like that.
Oh no, he
yeah, something like that. And I forgot, man. I seen him years ago, and he got one,
bro. I'm telling you this right now. When I was in Colombia, remember when Floyd had just beat Pacquiao? Like a couple months afterwards. Remember when he was in that tub and them broads was washing his back and all of that?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that was going on when I was in Colombia. Like I was getting bathed.
Yeah, they got to, bro, because they got to come up. What you talking about?
I was getting bathed.
They think America the lick, bro.
I was like getting washed up.
But this man, these women out here stubborn,
Yeah, they just
unapproachable, and then when you want to approach them, they always running their mouth on the phone.
and listen, CJ, I gotta listen. Like I just went on a date the other day, right? And not that I ain't know. We all CJ, you know how the game go. You know when you dating and a woman is somebody who kind of out there, whatever. Bruh, I went on a date. I don't understand how you could go on a date with somebody and then less than 24 hours later just be out getting thotted out. Like it's bad out here, bro. Like it's really, really bad, bro.
Yeah. Yep, it is. A lot of
It's
people keep
really
saying
bad
that.
out here.
You know, it's all about where you meet a person. I mean, meet a person there too. That's why a lot of dudes date younger because you still can
My
mold them and
man's
all that shit.
my man's told me that like, yo, you gotta start dating younger. You gotta date women who like kind of on they like.
Because you can, a lot of them niggas control them every move too. You can. I mean, I ain't with controlling
I ain't
nobody,
with the
but
controlling thing, but it's like these like women our age. We in the same age group. Women our age that's single, especially if they got kids, like they either just they want to tie you
you got to
down,
get you. Yeah, you got. Yeah, you got to.
or
Yeah.
they just free and they like listen. We gonna date, but I'ma still do what I want. And it's just like I ain't.
For me, that's cool. That's cool. We just dating, but once we active, I'm good off that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
You feel?
saying? Like
Yeah. Once we active, I'm like, but we dating and you doing some wild shit. That's just a turn off.
yeah, it's something where it's like I had to fall back.
Yeah, I mean, the best place to do it is to find a good woman that's on her P's and Q's is the gym.
That's what I was also told too.
But the
But what did
problem,
we say the
the
other day when
problem,
we was texting?
yeah, the problem therefore is not even just that. The problem therefore is you it's kind of like at work. Kind of don't want to, eat where you shit at, bro.
See, that's another
That's
thing.
the only bad thing about it.
Because
Because then you see
the gym,
her
my
and
place of
awkward.
peace. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you there and it's awkward. Unless you just, this is probably the best time to get the beginning of the new year chicks that ain't gonna be in there like that. That's the best. It's probably the best time. The best time to get something because they not gonna be in there when the summertime come. Or a lot of times they just gonna go ahead and leave, whatever. But but that's probably the best place, bro. Church, the gym,
Yeah, church,
I
gym, church,
mean,
mosque, gym.
yeah, I mean, like if you go to the bar, I mean, you already know what that's about.
Yeah, now you getting popped off.
Yeah,
Do people still go to the
unless
library?
unless it's happy hour after work.
Yeah, you be.
That
You're
yeah,
right. You're
I mean
right.
it's small. It's a. I mean some good chicks to be at the club sometimes.
But
It's some
it's
good like happy hour. I guess that's the window. It would be happy hour. Would be the window. Uh, it really is, and just through people. But then again, when you go through people, you don't want people to be in your business. I remember a girl went to high school with. My man used to tell me everything about the niggas with high school she was dating. And she was trying to holler at me. I said, "Nah, I was like you just run your mouth too much for my liking, bro.
yeah.
It's a big turn off, bro." But yeah, I mean, so that's about those single one married girls. They be trying to tie you down quick. And
Bro.
it's a turn off when they want to,
Like
want
it's
to introduce you to their kids and family.
kids and all of that. No, we not with that. Like there's a process when it comes to
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
Me
But
being
like
a single man with no children either. Like no.
I don't eliminate them. But yeah, it's at the point where a lot of dudes saying it is. I mean, you can travel, but travel only gets so far. Like long distance relationship, at what point do you take a leap of faith and move there? Or she move there. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, you got that. That's a different type of
Like, how does that
conversation.
process? How does that process work if you do go overseas? You meet somebody, it ain't shit to fly her over here. So she really taking a leap of faith
True.
because she ain't living in she living in poverty. You bring her over here. I mean, you moving there, you could text and all this type of stuff. Y'all can talk all this type of stuff, but you got to take it because you ain't flying back and forth and over there like you driving from New York to Jersey. No,
No. That
you
takes some
know.
time and some money.
But a lot of dudes, they went through the process. They did the local chicks and then they flew chicks in. I know niggas that flew in and dated chicks to see what it was, and now they going abroad. Teach us on. But I will say there's still some good women down south though, for sure.
Yo,
For sure. It's good women
you absolutely
everywhere.
right. Yeah, it is. It's
It's good
just they
women
just
everywhere.
far.
It's just
I
hard to
just feel
find.
I just feel like New York a little contaminated right now. Like, I ain't
Oh,
gonna
of
lie.
course. That's why my mom and them left because it was an AIDS epidemic back in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
New
so
York is booming right now.
you can really tell. You can really tell. It's just you got to be at the right place at the right time. A lot of us, if you working all the time, you ain't really know. Did they really call Daniel Jones the Vanilla Vic? You see my screen?
They did.
It's right there. The Darius Miles, Vanilla Vic. I'm pretty sure
Wow.
they talk about him.
Wow.
He said, "Bro, I'm in my mid-30s and still don't want to deal with these. When at some point you're gonna have to.
Yeah, you gonna have to, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to get to mid, and then it's like I don't even got something like
Yeah, yeah. That's just what it is, bro. But I'm gonna take my time and be selective. You can take your time and be selective and still come out wrong. That's the crazy thing about it. You'll know for sure. You'll know. Trust and believe me, you'll know. It's like, they have an interest in you, have an interest. They don't have no interest. You'll know. Real talk. If a chick willing to go in her wallet for you, you good, bro. Trust me. If she able to clean, and she clean and all that type of stuff, you good, bro. Trust me. Women gonna be messy as far as the clothes and throwing clothes on the floor. That's just how women is. But if she willing to go in the wallet, you know what I'm saying, and she clean her house decent and all that stuff, you good, bro. Trust me. The finances is what they is. You want to, if she financially good and she checked them 3 marks, I mean, shit. And you happy with everything, the sexual part of it, yeah, you good.
And to me, me, I'm shallow as hell. You got to look good. I don't give a fuck what CJ say.
And so at the end of the day, that shit might go out the window, nigga.
No, because it's not going to.
Yeah, it will.
Cause look, see, you be thinking me and you got 2 different tastes. You thinking I want them thick joints that's built like them bottle girls. I like my girls skinny. Cause when they get older,
man, sometimes that's not necessarily true. I seen this chick though. She was in like high school. She was trying to come over, whatever. Mom was like, she too young, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently some old nigga popped her up. Bro. If I show her what she looked like in high school compared to when she got pregnant in the middle of high school, you won't believe it, bro. Damn. And then she don't look like bad. You know what I'm saying? She just popped off like. She went from like the joints you talking about.
Uh-huh.
I like them too to like one of them fat girls, but voluptuous.
Yeah,
it happens. Sometimes it happens like that, bro. Like, they don't always skinny girls turn to thick girls, or skinny girls stay skinny neither. Especially with black women, that don't always happen like that, bro. I like them joints too, though.
Yeah, them my type right there.
I got one I'm about to transfer over to right now and be quiet. But
I literally got 3 lined up, like all on deck. All of them. Yeah, let's just say it's been an expensive weekend.
Yeah, she ain't got no kids neither. She like 28, so yeah.
See, all of them got kids.
That's what I'm talking about. But my brother moved family back to Philippines because he didn't want American influence in his kids. I can see that, but you can box all that shit in, bro. Real talk. You can box all that in. So it's all about what you expose your kids to too.
True.
But then again, your family can expose your kids to something totally different too. So that's the thing about it too. So I'll definitely understand that. What happened to Dr. Henry in Discord? I still talk to Durag Shorty.
Yeah, Durag Shorty.
Yeah, we still talk.
I'm gonna text him.
Yeah, we talk. Shout out to Henry. Down south where brother Ratchet is here, man. It's not like some the college chicks be decent down there, bro. Real decent. Not all of them though. There's some nice decent women down there. For real. But yeah, it is a nice portion of ratchet chicks down there. But yeah, I was in Alabama, some real good chicks. I don't know about Georgia. I just don't touch nothing in Georgia.
Yeah, I think I'm going to Georgia in February. I'm staying to myself. I think that's another trip where I'm bringing Sand.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of nice ones down there though.
But like I said, I think that's a trip where I'm bringing Sand to the beach. I'm gonna be very careful.
It's a nice one. It's a nice one down there. But
that joint that I sent you that one time that looked like Halle Berry down there. If I run into her, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's nice. Like I like it. I was thinking about going to Atlanta for a minute, but I'm like, I'm just down there. It's nice, but yeah, somebody else talked to my boss, but he said I was in Tennessee. They ain't got no girls. I said, damn.
Yeah, I would believe that.
Yeah, my sister stayed in Nashville. We was there for a minute. It probably
Probably.
is, bro. They probably say the same thing. They said there ain't a lot of dudes down there neither. You probably make a killing down. You probably clean up down there, bro. Down south,
What?
anybody up here, you clean up, bro.
What?
Oh yeah.
Easily, bro.
You'll find something, bro. For sure. For sure. You'll find something. For sure. Like it's
I might
good
mess
women.
around, fall in love down there. I ain't gonna lie to
It's
you.
good women. It's good women. You just gotta kind of, you gotta be a good dude too, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta be a good. You gotta have your shit together. You can't. You gotta work on yourself. Yeah, we all got our flaws,
You ain't
but you
lying.
got to work. You got to work for good shit though. Anything that's good, you got to work for it.
You're right. You're
Yeah, it
absolutely
ain't gonna
right.
just lay on the platter. You got to work for it. A lot of times when you ain't looking for something, you find it. That's what I lay y'all for. So you with a chick and you just want to pop. Don't look for it. Just play it how I go. She gonna come to you. Trust me. Y'all be wanting shit right now. You can go get right now, pussy. Everybody can do that.
Yeah, easily.
Go to
Easily.
the bar. Just go
All
to the
y'all could
bar.
do that. All y'all could do
Go
that.
to the mall. Go to the bar. Go to. But if you with a chick, just play how I go. You let her kind of like just control the flow. In a minute, she gonna be talking crazy to you. Trust and believe me, bro. When she talk kind of crazy to you, she gonna talk in cold. You just gotta catch on. Don't be a dummy.
Don't be oblivious.
And you take her on a date. Y'all date for the third or fourth time. Be like, what you about to do? Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna come back to my crib. She might be like, yeah, okay. Hell yeah. But the gym is probably the number one spot. I'm the church person. Gym, church. The gym is for sure. I don't.
You know what's a good spot too, CJ?
What?
Grocery store.
Or unless you just get a dummy gym. Oh yeah. Unless you get a dummy gym membership and just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
If you got a Blue Cross Blue Shield, they got you can go to any gym in America. Most of them, 25,000 of them. Hell yeah, if you got Blue Cross Blue Shield or check your healthcare provider, yeah, they call it different shit through different plans.
Oh, okay.
It's like $30 a month.
I might have to
And
look
even
into
if you
it.
lose your insurance, you still grandfathered in as long as you pay that $30. You keep it.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's how it is in Michigan. I'm pretty sure they offer it in other markets too. Yep. They don't tell you shit like that. So that's why that's why you gotta read your. That's why you gotta you won't you have to ask. Only reason I know because I worked at GM, but you gotta ask for shit like that, or you gotta really read it. Like it's part of their fitness and programs and
making
shit of
sure
that
that you
nature.
healthy. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I gotta do my health assessment too, so they can lower my premium. He said as long as you, as a city you go to, got a coach, you should be good women ratio. Yeah, it's a good ratio. It's just a lot of good women don't be out a lot and all that type of stuff. I mean, it's hard. Then you don't want to approach a woman, she hold you. The way these girls is today is wow.
They just out of control. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Alabama, Southern Georgia got prospect, but Florida. Yeah, Florida. Yeah, Florida. It depends where you at, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
I'm
like
kind
them
of
dark
good on
skin, but
Florida.
I like them dark skin joints down there though. Little Haitian Jamaican chicks, they crazy though. But yeah. I like them.
Them my pleasure.
Yeah, they wild. But yeah, Florida, different type of races.
You know what's crazy?
I tell you that.
I ain't never been in no area in Florida where I've experienced that, and it's only because I've only been to tourist spots in Florida.
Man, my brother live out there. The landlocked states don't get much. Nobody would talk. What up, 704? Nobody would talk about.
Yeah, nobody talk about old drunkie.
There's a few good women where I'm at, but most of them just want to know what you will do for them instead of getting to know you. I mean, shit, they got standards too. They don't want to waste their time. That's how they gonna let you know. I mean, if a woman get to talking about money off rip and shit like that, I mean, it's up to you. You know what it is. That grocery store early in the morning, good. You ain't lying. They catch snow bunnies after the gym.
I don't know about the snow bunnies, but this
Yeah,
grocery store.
he lying. He lying about that part. I be going to the
Oh,
grocery store after the gym because the gym,
uh,
one of the gyms I go to across the grocery store, they be there. He ain't lying about that part.
there's
Hell
yo
yeah.
that the growth. I just started going to this shop right of the block, which is total opposite. I never used to go there because I was like it's too hood. But when I started going there, bro, every time I go in there, I see at least 2 to 3 of them joints in there, bro.
Yeah, he ain't lying. We go to the gym, they be there. But early in the morning, he right too.
And you know what's crazy? The gym is right. The 24-hour fitness is literally right across the freeway.
Yeah, he right about in the morning. I used to go there, stop, and run to the grocery store before I go to work. Yeah, sure, plenty of them. Let me get out of here, man. I might be back tomorrow if it's anything to talk about. This will be on the podcast in the morning. Peace.
What time?
What?
What time are we gonna be on the podcast?
Anchor 6, Spotify 7, everything else around 11 Eastern Standard Time.
Make sure y'all listen. Tune in.